I've lived here in northern Wisconsin, to be precise.
Ogema.
My mother has lived here all her life. My grandmother has lived here all her life. My grandpa lived here all his life.
They settled in this area and basically were farmers and loggers like most people in this area.
My mom and dad both grew up on farms, but everybody was on hands, everybody worked, and when they were logging or milking cows or whatever, then sometimes the ladies had to help too. We'd get up on, and saw the wood or help load it.
So they pretty much grew your own food and worked off the land. So I grew up, Ogema was a very small town, unincorporated. Population back then was probably less than 200 people.
So when we were growing up, everything was homemade around here. The food was homemade. Mom was a very good cook. She sewed all our clothes. The only thing we got bought was probably shoes and stockings, stuff like that.
There were 3 grocery stores and a locker plant that also sold groceries, plus a Ford dealership, an Alice Chalmers dealership, post office, bank, 3 churches, 3 taverns, 2 gas stations, and that was it.
So we went to the first schoolhouse in Ogema, and in 1958 they built a new schoolhouse, so then we all had to go to outlying schoolhouses until the new school was built. My dad worked at the sawmill in Ogema for quite a few years, and then there was an opening at the post office, and Grandma was a housewife, and then somebody asked her if she would be the cook for the school, the old school, and so she cooked the meals here, and then she took the meals over to the school in a wagon.
When I was young, growing up here, there wasn't a lot of things to do, but we stayed very busy. We found stuff.
We rode our bikes.
I liked to hunt. I hunted a lot. I fished when I could, fished creeks, rivers, ponds, whatever. We played ball, and in the winter time we ice skated a lot.
They used to have movies on a certain night down on the back of Blair's store, and they sold popcorn and whatever. We used to go to the dances. There was Kelly's Ballroom. That's where they had the dances. So.
We played basketball in the town hall.
We used to spend, like Sunday afternoons, you'd go for a ride. Generally, we would go out to Grandpa and Grandma Cummings on the farm, and Dad would help them out.
Sometimes got in trouble, but we never went to jail.
We got married, and then I had 3 kids, Greg, Angie, and Dawn.
The kids basically went to the same school I did through high school. They lived pretty much the same way that I did growing up. Nothing changed that much up here. They also got into, a little bit of hunting, fishing. They were big time into sports. Went to the state championships in basketball several times. And the 2 girls went on to college, and my son went straight to work.
Currently in town, we have the post office, we have a library, we have First Lutheran Church. I was married there, my sister was married there, my brother was married there, 2 of my children were married there, 2 of my nieces were married there. We have First Baptist Church. We have a very nice restaurant. We have a station, and we have a hotel that is open. We have 2 bars downtown, and they also serve food.
And that's about it. So you can see where the farming logging industry went. Now in my retirement years,
I get to spend more time with my grandchildren.
I still go fishing a little bit, not as much.
I like to sew, I like to crochet.
I hunt occasionally. I love grouse hunting.
I like to bake.
Between all that, I keep busy enough.
I love living in a smaller town.
Having things to do and just not being crowded is very important.
And neighbors help each other.
Overall, Ogema's been a good place to live.